It's time. Let the great summer 2022 New York City pizzaing commence. Let's go. Denino's has a pretty expansive menu, and truth be told, I haven't really tried many of the items on there, but I've heard good things about just about all of them. I've stuck to the plain pies and the pepperoni pies, as well as my favorite side to start off with is the garlic bread. I've had it both without cheese and with cheese. Get to that in a moment. My drink of choice at Denino's is the sangria. I usually get a full pitcher. It's kind of hit or miss, but I think for the most part it's worth it. And remember, pinkies up. The garlic bread. I prefer without the melted cheese. I know I'm kind of an outlier in that respect, but it's always right on point. They get the bread from a bakery across the street, and it's on point. Now, the pepperoni pie itself, it's kind of this like hybrid between small and medium, but it does have the proper size pepperoni, as all the places in this review will have. It's thin crust, but foldable, not just gonna flake off on you. Trying to get it off the plate with one hand by holding my phone with the other, not so easy. But you can see how it kind of folds and droops off with the cheese and the pepperoni, and it's tasty. What's cool is, if you don't finish your drink, sangria, oh my God, my shirt, what's on it? They'll put in like one of these like little thingy-majiggies. You can take it home and get drunk there. So, you know, that's a win. That's so Staten Island. Kim K wasn't there. So, plain slice first. Better than I remember. Cheese is perfect. Dough is perfect. Crust. Doughy goodness. I'm going fast in this one because it's loud. Not really able to see me. Hear me. Whatever. Plus people look at me with pepperoni slice top. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Perfect pepperoni slices. Perfectly cut. Russ's is the best pizza in Brooklyn. Perfect grease. Again, the dough is perfect, even better on the pepperoni slice. This crust is a little crispier. Doughier.
Here, this beer, it's amazing. Now for the pepperoni chips. I love these things. All total is $11.75. 3 for $1 pepperoni chips. Price has gone up, but it's just good to see Russ is still in the same hands of the people who have been running it beautifully for decades. Good smoke. Smooth, Joey, with some crisp. Smooth interior walls. Daddy. It's perfect. What else can I say? Plain slice, pepperoni slice, 6 pepperoni chips at 3 for $1. Bottle of Pepsi. Bottle of water. $11.75. Manhattan Ave, Greenpoint, Brooklyn. Russ's. Classic. Perfect. Wonderful. Great staff. Cannot recommend it higher. But where will it rank? Stay tuned.
Peter Pan's as seen in Spider-Man No Way Home will be in a vlog for the future when I have the vacation or move back here. Trust me, best pastries on the planet. But that's another story. Help if I recorded. My man Darius looking skinnier than ever. I need a haircut. Pinkies up for the wine, as always. I get the Chianti. They used to have Montepulciano. Both are excellent. Both are my favorites. My friends got a variety of different sides, from side salad to focaccia bread to, I think that's the mozzarella with bread. And my favorite, the meatballs. They are so damn good. I'd say the only meatballs that beat it are my own Italian recipe handed down from an old Italian woman, God rest her soul. After a quick run downstairs to evacuate the dance floor, it's time for the oven to release the pizza. This is the margarita that one friend got, pretty darn good. Then there's the pesto pie, that's really good. And the pie that I love, that I come for, the carbonara Kyle style. Egg on it, ham, it's just perfection. And Kyle style, not every server knows what I'm talking about, but the Kyle style is basically double the ingredients. It'll cost a few bucks more, but let me tell you, it is worth it. Cheers. On the way out, you can pick up some Porta swag, and always be sure to check the calendars because Porta has tons of events all the time, including a new favorite, weekend rooftop drag watch. Other events they have on Wednesdays in the basement, trivia night. Let me tell you something, you will not be disappointed. Take a group of friends, hang out in Jersey City at Porta. Bella, where are we at? We're in the Bronx. We're in our old hood, me and Balls, best friend. We're in our old hood to review John Joe's Pizzeria. What I've mentioned before, and I'm not even looking at the lens before. I'm gonna do this again. Okay. Where are we at, Bella?
We're at the Bronx.
And where are we about to go, or where did we just go? John.
John Joe's.
That's right. In our old hood in the Bronx, Pelham Parkway area, Balls and I, our old neighborhood, best pizza place in the world. I've mentioned on the channel before. We're about to go there, have a pie, have some drinks, and review it. And we will not be disappointed. You won't be disappointed. You won't be disappointed, right?
That's right.
All right, John Joe's, let's get at it.
Oh, honey, though our friendship ceases from now on.
You know who those are, fella? Who are they?
Batman and I don't know. Flash.
Batman and Flash.
This cut is fresh.
You holding it? Is it crooked? Of course it is. More headroom. I got my niece, unofficial niece, not blood niece, Bella, doing the camera right now. You got the headroom? You got the headroom? She's doing the camera work, so it's gonna be probably not as messy as when I do the camera work, but this is the greatest pizza place on all the planet. Right, Bella? Right, say hello, huh?
Hi.
Hi. What's up, Bull? Horrible shirt, horrible hat.
Big talking
So
about.
these are the garlic knots. Look at these. These are the fluffiest garlic knots you've ever seen in your entire life. They are amazing. Bella, have one. Take a bite.
I don't want to take the garlic one. I want
You don't like it?
sauce.
You need sauce?
I said I don't want the garlic.
Don't double dip.
Dip it, dip it, dip it, dip it, dip it. Are they fluffy? Good. So what makes this the best garlic knot in all the world?
They're soft.
The sauce.
They're soft,
Oh, they're soft, yes.
but there's still some substance to it. It's not just like super. And then the seasoning they put on it is so good.
It is so good. Like Ball said, the seasoning is good. It's fluffy. Like, look at this. The dough, the seasoning. These are the best garlic nuts you're ever gonna have in your entire life. And the sauce. Oh, daddy. So how long have you been coming to John Joe's?
John and Joe's used to have two places. This is the original John and Joe's, and I believe there was one on Pelham Parkway, White Plains Road that I used to go to. Yeah, and then they changed to Valencia or something like that, or Venice. Anyway, I mean, this was more of a spot that Shane loved to go to, and we would always order it to bring it back to his place. But probably over 35 years.
Definitely.
Something like that.
Definitely. Is this your first time here?
Yes.
What do you like it so far?
Yes.
Good.
This cut is fresh.
All right. Go ahead. What's hot? Is it good though? What was that? 2 thumbs up or 1?
It's garlicky
Pour it on
goodness.
your slice.
Just God wants me to throw that out.
Pour it on your slice.
Of course I will.
Do it.
Throw it out. What are you, crazy? Oh man, yes.
So normally the slices, if you get an individual slice, they're like 1.5 this. They're ginormous when you get just a single slice or 2 slices to go. The pies are a little bit smaller, and here we go. I'm so happy. This, proper size of pepperoni, the perfect cheese, the perfect amount of grease, the perfect dough. It isn't fluffy when you get the full pies. Sometimes, if you order it to go, it tends to be fluffy, but when you get the walkout slices, it's always fluffy, the best kind of crust there possibly could be. Oh my God. You know what this is? Bella, you know what this is? It's made with love. Made with love. Not gonna balls eat.
It's so good.
So good?
Yeah.
So good. Look at that grease. Look at this fat man eating.
The pepperoni pizzas, they're like getting more grease, the slices, but the just cheese ones aren't.
So,
Not
So
really.
you're basically saying that if you don't want grease, get the cheese slice. Right? Show me.
Yeah.
Show me. Now show me it open. Okay. As opposed to his, or mine, super greasy. That's a very good point. When I was a kid, I used to call these bubbles cancer tumor bubbles. I know. I could be canceled for that today, but that's okay. Can you have the bubble one?
You want the bubble one?
Go for the bubble. Go for it.
I usually don't like the bubble.
I do.
You have to eat the bubble first, though.
I want to pop it.
Oh, pop it, pop it, pop it. Pop it. Now eat it.
It's just cheese.
Good?
It's just cheese.
Is it a malignant tumor or a benign tumor? Exactly.
Talk about me when I'm gone. Oh, honey, though our
John Joe's isn't just a clever name. It was founded by John. Great guy. Always remembers me from when I was a little kid up to now. And the late Joe. He passed away a few years ago. He was also an extraordinarily kind man. My heart goes out to his family. Joe, may you rest in peace. And thank you for the pizza.
What the heck are you doing?
What are you doing? I put the camera away, but what we forgot to mention was I forgot how damn stinky this neighborhood is.
Ow!
Everything smells like sewer and piss.
I think it's
It does!
I think it's the summer and then the stores are allowed to keep their garbage bags out in the street. And,
On a Saturday.
That hot, sweltering sun
Mmm.
turning into the garbage juices that are on the floor.
Mmm, the garbage juices. That's, I don't know. I can't even describe how it stinks. Hot fish ass.
Fish that's been left out in the sun.
Fish ass in the sun. That's dog poop. What do you mean, what is that? Okay. I'm a fat fuck. All that pizza, spread it over a few weeks. Oh my goodness, so good, so good, so good. I went to 4 places. Okay, Queens, I hear you. You're like, you did it in the Bronx, you went to Brooklyn, you went to Staten Island, you didn't go to Manhattan, but you went all the way to Jersey fucking City, but not Queens, not fucking Queens. Fine. Adding this on, Slice, Long Island City, just discovered it recently. So far I like it. Let's tack this on, Queens, okay? I love you, Queens, but calm down, calm down. Slice is a really funky, cool place, perfectly positioned near the Vernon Boulevard station on the 7 line where, you know, on your way back from the bar late at night, perfect spot to get a bite to soak up all that alcohol in your stomach. They have a beautiful outdoor patio. I didn't get any video of it myself, but I've eaten out there. It's a lot of fun. Slices are good, prices are good, the vibe is cool. I highly recommend Slice in Long Island City. Here are my rankings. So the thing is that it's kind of difficult and unfair to compare some of these places to each other. Take Denino's, it's not quite regular pizza shop pizza, and Porta is artisan pizza. So to compare them to John and Joe's and Russ's, a little unfair. So what I will say is that if you are looking for the best artisan pizza that money can buy, which is at a good price, a vibrant, lively, all ages welcome atmosphere. Porta in Jersey City, and they have another one down by Asbury Park. That is a great place for you. The only thing they could work on in the summertime is their air conditioning. Their air conditioning is on, it's there, but it's headed to the wall. So work on that. Oh, the bag's in the shot. Oopies. So now on to the ranking of the other three places. I can count, I'm smart. Best cost. Cha-ching! I have all the various price points for each pizzeria up on the screen now for the basics, slices, pies, as well as all the sides and extras that my friends and I got that you saw in this video. Now I had to redo this final segment here as far as the price winners go, because by throwing Slice from LIC in the mix, it actually changed the outcome, because for most affordable plain and pepperoni slice, it goes to Slice. As far as pies go, John and Joe's averages out to be the more affordable option. Now Russ's mediums are a little bit more affordable than John and Joe's small pies. However, when it comes to large pies and pies with toppings on it, both small, medium, and large, John and Joe's wins in that category. Best side deal? Gotta go to the garlic knots from John and Joe's, 10 for $1, cannot go wrong. Most affordable, filling, almost like a meal in itself side, I have to give it to Porta's Meatballs. And as far as the two sit-down options, Denino's and Porta, which one is the more affordable option for like a restaurant style thing? To my surprise, that goes to Porta. Spider-Man, Spider-Men. Best cheese. Number 3, Denino's. Number 2, Russ's. Number 1, John and Joe's. Now all of them are very, very, very good cheese. You can kind of taste that the cheese is at least maybe not being made, maybe, but it's coming from the New York City area. They're almost all pretty even, but John Joe's does beat out Russ's ever so slightly, Sauce, the rankings again are the same. Denino's number 3, Russ's number 2, and John Joe's number 1. Their sauce has always been fucking phenomenal. They put the perfect amount, and some might say a little bit too much sauce, but it really does balance it out, with the cheese from John Joe's being a little bit more than say Russ's. John Joe's is always a little bit more. I love that Alessia Cara song, a little bit more. The dough. This is really kind of unfair. The dough, Denino's, Russ's, John Joe's. Even though this last time was not as doughy as I would like, I also am basing a lot of John Joe's off of 35 years of me going there and knowing their track record. Whereas Russ's, I'm basing it off about 10 years of going there. Denino's only about 3 years, and Porta about 4 or 5 years. Crust. If you like crispy, Denino's is your place. It's got more of a thin crust, so if you like that, Denino's gonna be your spot. I don't. Russ's might have the better balance, so crispy and doughy on a regular basis, both with the full pies and with the individual slices. But John and Joe's, their full pies are gonna be a little bit thinner with the crust and a little bit crispier as far as the in-house pies. The pies they send out for delivery, and the individual slices are gonna have a very thick, very doughy, very mushy with a little bit of crunch in the first layer dough, which is what I prefer. So again, if you're like me, you like doughier, John and Joe's number 1, Russ's number 2, Denino's number 3. If you like that balance, then Russ's is going to be your number 1, just above John and Joe's. Consistency and balance. I'm going to give this to Russ's. Actually, I think I had to put John and Joe's last on that. I'm actually really surprised on my own self. I will say, side note, everyone here knew what the fuck a plain slice meant. Looking at you, Las Vegas. Everyone knew, because that's how you say it. This is the pizza capital of the world, and everyone knows what plain slice is. Not a cheese slice. Fuck off. Love you. Are there kids here that they hear me say the F word? Fuck. Okay, I digress. John Joe's at the bottom because they can be a little consistent based on who's making it. There are certain individuals who work there for decades who they just know how to make it right, and they make it right every time. And some of the newer kids, they're not as consistent. Whereas Denino's, each and every time you know exactly what you're getting at Denino's. And Russ's, it's the same few guys, especially I believe his name is Jose, and he's phenomenal at making pizza, and it's always going to be consistent. So John Joe's at the bottom, Denino's, Russ's. Made with love. What would Alessia say? Denino's at the bottom because it's a kitchen. You don't see them making it. Same thing with Porta. It's not. There's something about pizza when you see it being made that really means something. So, Porta and Denino's at the bottom. When it's the older guys, the seasoned guys, the veterans of John Joe's making the pizza, it's made with love. They know exactly what they're doing, and they know what their customers want, because I mean, I hadn't been there for years. If I went back a few years ago, I hadn't been there in a couple of years, and they remembered me. They knew me. They'd known me since I was like 8, or maybe younger probably. So they make it with love, but when it's the new kids, they don't. Russ's, and it was really heartening to see the same people there post-pandemic. So I would say that John Joe's and Russ's are tied with this. When it's the older fellas at John Joe's, made with love, number 1, but consistency, kind of playing on that consistency category, Russ's, made with love, equal to number 1, maybe just edging out John Joe's. Overall slice, the overall everything. Denino's at the bottom of the list, and this I can include Porta on. And can I? No, because it's more of a hangout, meet and greet place. It's not a pizza shop, but so is Denino's. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to break this up into 2. Denino's and Porta, not in that order. I'm just saying, you know, as far as jazz hands, as far as the restaurant, hangout spots, and the pizza shops. I think if you're a Staten Islander and this is your spot, Denino's might win. But I think overall, for everyone, Porta's experience outweighs that. As far as the regular pizza shops go, I build up not being here, and then the last few years really mainly only going to John Joe's because that's my spot. I build it up, I put it on this pedestal, and I go back to Russ's and I remember how freaking good it is, and I surprise myself. So as far as the regular kind of pizza slices go, Russ's, John and Joe's, it edges out. All 4 of these places are places I will continue to go to every time I'm here, and when I eventually move back. Thank you for taking this journey with me. Let me know what you think and recommend other places, because I will check them out. So please comment below, and please consider liking this video and sharing it and subscribing and hitting those bell notification thingy-majiggies. And I just really appreciate you watching. I will see you in the next one. All right, goodbye. Where are we at?